Yes, is this a lot? It is. But what if I told you it's not even all of them? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome or welcome back. It's Care, also known as pens.inks.icedcoffee across various social media platforms. And let's have a little new ink day. It's a lot of new ink days, to be fair. I thought I would hop on and we could swatch together and look at some of the new inks I've picked up recently. This is not a one-day haul. This is from multiple places. I got some from Pannonia and Stationery Universe. I have 2 Airbond inks. I think I got these from Atlas or Gold Spot. I have some from Diamine. I have some from Papier Plume. I have some samples that I've picked up at Ink Swaps. And I thought we would just look together at the new inks that I've recently gotten in. We'll give these a swatch, let them dry, see what they look like. Go from there. All right, so we'll start with the Pannonia and Stationery Universe collaboration. I did get the Midnight Morpho and the Morning Morpho, and then I also got them in their shimmering counterparts because obviously I needed both. I guess obviously I needed all 4. No judgment, please. All right, so this one is the non-shimmering Midnight Morpho. Glass drink stirrer, Hobonichi planner for my paper. It's 2024, I think. I never remember. And I'm writing with the Teranishi glass dip pen. And for funsies, we'll also do a little line situation underneath. I don't think I'll write the Pannonia and Stationery Universe everywhere. I'll probably just leave that be. Sometimes I like to include the line underneath with the Kakimori steel nib on the River City Penco holder because I feel like it showcases shading really, really well when you do it that way. And these inks do shade. That's kind of part of the deal with them. So I'm not going to say that this is going to be the most cohesive and well thought out layout of inks, but I hope that you'll forgive me. So I'm going to use my glass drink stirrer again, and this one is Morning Morpho. Oh my god, what a beautiful teal. We love her. She's a stunner. Morning Morpho. Beautiful teal. It really is. It's so bright and vibrant. I hope it's translating well. And this is the Midnight Morpho Shimmering. Ooh. Sometimes I find when the shimmering version is also, like, looking at an ink that has, like, a shimmering either solution or just the powders in it can sort of change the way the ink shades. So I'm curious to see if these look exactly the same. And this one's Midnight Morpho. Shimmering. And put little stars to indicate the shimmer. And then last up, we'll look at the Morning Morpho Shimmering. Morning Morpho Shimmering. I can already kind of see the shimmer in that one. That is so pretty. Well, that's not an aesthetic line. Oh well, whatever. Next, we'll take a look at the inks that I ordered. I ordered these from Cult Pens. So I have Olive Swirl from the green ink vent, and I have Blue Peppermint from the blue ink vent. And I kind of want to see how Blue Peppermint, I guess, would compare mostly to Morning Morpho Shimmering, because it looks like it'll be a very similar color. So we have Olive Swirl. I keep wanting to call it Olive Twist because they have Mint Twist, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is an ink from them. And I don't know why. Every time I have said this, I've wanted to call it Olive Twist. And apparently I need more coffee because I said it wrong, wrote it wrong. Jeez. Okay, and then we have Diamine Peppermint, or Diamine Blue Peppermint, which, at least wet, looks to be a little bit more green than the Morning Morpho. All right, so let's look at the Papier Plume ones next, and look at how darling these bottles are. Aren't they the cutest things? They have little wax seals on them with the fleur-de-lis. So we have 3 of them from Papier Plume. 2 of them were limited release, and I think they're limited editions, and I think that's why they come in these bottles down here. And then the caramel, this one is their like standard line, I think. So let's take a look at these. All right, so this one is called Blossoms on the Potomac, and I think it was their DC Pen Show exclusive ink that I then did get off of their website. Like, I ordered it from Papier Plume, so they had some left. I'm not sure if they still do. If they do, I'll drop a link for it in the comments so you can go and snag it. And then this one is Wigs and Boas, which makes sense because Papier Plume's based out of Louisiana, I believe, New Orleans specifically. Not I believe, they're based out of New Orleans. Because whenever I'm ordering from somewhere, I weirdly like to look at the company's history. Or not even history, but just a little bit about the company I'm ordering from. And then this one is caramel. Do you say caramel, caramel, caramel? I'm curious. It's like a pecan. It's kind of a polarizing word. I mean, obviously I say caramel because I just said it, but you can say caramel, caramel. There's just so many different ways. So tell me, I guess if you just type the word, it doesn't really tell me. So like maybe make parts of it rhyme with something else that's only said one way. I just kind of like to know. For me, for like pecan, for example, if I'm talking just about like the nut, right? I have pecan trees in my front yard. So I say pecan. But if I am talking about like ice cream, it's not butter pecan ice cream. It's only butter pecan. It can't be said any other way from my mouth. And that will wrap up today's segment of Cares Weird on the Internet. Let's keep going. We'll break into the two Arbonne inks I have. This first one is Violet Pensée. That's a very pretty, vibrant purple. Pensée. Violet Pensée. I'm so fancy. I'm sorry. Apparently that wasn't the conclusion of Care being weird on the internet. And then we have Terre de Feu. Few? Feu. I don't know. Somebody who speaks French way better than me, who is not at all, will certainly correct me, and I welcome it. I always give the sort of disclaimer, if you know something that I don't about these, please feel free to educate me. I'll never be offended. I want to learn. Ignorance is the act of not knowing something, and I want to improve my ignorance in every way that I can. Now we're getting into our little sample bottles. The first one is one of the Kobe Onomatope inks, and it's Yuki Yuki. And then we will look at Diamine Carnation. Some of these samples I bought, like the Yuki Yuki I had purchased from Van Ness, I think it was. Well, I know it was Van Ness because it says so on the label. Some of these other ones, though, are ones that, I bought a pen from someone and they included it. Or maybe like I did a pen swap with someone. Or an ink swap with someone, rather. So and now that I'm thinking about it, I actually think these last three that I'm swatching here are ones that were gifted to me along with the purchase of a pen from my pen friend Alicia. I could be wrong. about that. All right, so this one is Kobe's number 18. I'm not going to try and say that, but I will write it. Sanomaya Pansy? Sanomia Pansy? And our last one is labeled Diamine Hando. Not one I'm familiar with, but it looks very rose quartz-ish. I'm kind of excited. We will let these dry down and come back and take a closer look. All right, we are back. We are dry. Let's take a closer look at these beautiful inks. The first ink we swatched was a collaboration between Stationery Universe and Pannonia, and it's Midnight Morpho. It's a beautiful kind of purpley blue chroma shader. And I'm not even going to say it. I love them. And then we have Morning Morpho, which is a super vibrant teal. And honestly, it's not coming up as vibrant as it is in real life, but it is so pretty. We have a little bit of sheening here. We have some just regular sort of shading right in here. It is beautiful. This one I will probably put into a pen as soon as I'm done filming. I just have to pick the pen. We have Diamine Olive Swirl that I was talking about calling it Olive Twist and wrote Olive Twist. We can't all be perfect, okay? I'll just continue to try. And then Diamine Blue Peppermint, which is another really beautiful teal, and it has some sort of teal aqua shimmers in there. This one's so pretty. I'm really glad I have this one. Now, I swatched it next to Morning Morpho Shimmering because in my head they were more similar than they are, which probably means I should go through my teals and do are these the same color, just so I have a frame of reference for myself. But Morning Morpho Shimmering is all of the bright, beautiful aqua tealy vibes plus shimmer. It is outstandingly beautiful. And then we have the Midnight Morpho Shimmering, which is equally as beautiful. Let's see if I can get it to... there we go. Beautiful. Stunner. It's all of the beauty of the Midnight Morpho plus a purple shimmer in it. And that's another thing. The the Morning Morpho and the Midnight Morpho, they both have their respective color shimmers in there. I feel like a lot of shimmers, it's either silver or gold or maybe like a rose gold shimmer. These two actually have purple shimmer and a blue teal shimmer. So it's beautiful. Well done. Then we have the Papier Plume, Blossoms on the Potomac. Another different shade of purple, but still a purple with some pink chroma shading in it and some beautiful shimmer. We have Wigs and Boas, also from Papier Plume. Beautiful, vibrant pink with some shade, just regular shading in there. And Caramel is gorgeous. I love this brown. I am such a fan of brown inks. This ink is beautiful. It's got a little bit of chroma shading in it. It kind of shades to like a rosy pink right in here. Maybe a yellowy pink. Is that a color? Anyway, very pretty. Very pretty. I will probably put this, one of my Twisbees is almost empty. One of the Cafe Twisbees. I have a broad and a extra fine. The broad is almost empty. So I think I might put that in there next. And then we have the Kobe Onomatope Yuki Yuki sample that I picked up from Van Ness. It's a really pretty blue, like just a true blue ink. Like a sapphire blue almost, I'd say. With some red sheen in it. It's really pretty. I did not expect to like that one so much, but I'm here for it. The Terre de Fou from Urban is a really pretty chocolatey color. kind of a red chocolate here. But the like darker aspects of it look very chocolate to me. And then Violet Pense is a really pretty vibrant purple. I'd call this one a royal purple. And then the last row, we have Diamine Carnation, which is a pretty, I would call that a mid-tone pink. It's still pretty bright without being neon. And then the Santa Maya Pensy from Kobe. I didn't write the name of it, but it's from Kobe Inks. It's number 18. And lastly, we have Diamine Handle. And unfortunately, now I want a full bottle. And I'm pretty sure this is one of the Cult Pens music exclusives. So I have to see what I can do to get my hands on a full bottle of that. A lot of overseas and non-US suppliers have started refusing shipment to the US. And I don't blame them, because our tariff situation is an entire nightmare, which is not the point of this video. But because of that, it's going to get a little bit harder to source some of these products, I think, unfortunately. And it's unfortunate that for the consumer, it doesn't benefit us in any other way. It's just the direct consumer that pays for these decisions. Anyway, so you probably already know my next question, and it's which one's your favorite? Or which ones are your favorite? So if you can pick a top 3, let me know in the comments below. But for the first time, I can't pick a favorite, to be honest. I love these. I'm super happy to have these. So instead, let's talk about which ones I'm probably going to ink first. So I already plan to put the caramel into one of my TWSBIs. It'll probably be done in the next week or so. So that'll be one of the first ones I ink up. And then it'll definitely be one of the 2 Pannonia inks. And I'm saying 2 because it's 2 different ones. I will pick shimmer versus non-shimmer based on which pen I put it into. I'm not really afraid to put shimmer into a piston filler. I've done it many times, but I do have some of my piston fillers that I tend to choose inks that don't have shimmer. For example, one that I know that I'm going to need to use kind of work appropriate inks in, I usually won't put a shimmer in there just because I don't have to worry about fully cleaning it out. So depending on which pen I decide to put these in, honestly, I may just ink all 4 of them up because I can. There's no one here to stop me. We'll see. I am excited to ink up Olive Swirl soon. I've had this in a pen before because I previously had a sample size. So I am excited to put that in a pen. I really liked it. I just have to pick the pen. If you like this video, then please give this video a little thumbs up for me. It helps me out a ton. Subscribe if you want to come back and hang out with me again. Check out a few more of my videos. I love having you around. You are so wanted here. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Remember to be kind to one another. Stay classic. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.